Einstein left behind many wisdom quotes. And this video is the second part of Albert Einstein's memorable wisdom quotes. Please make it your motto. If you find a favorite his quote: "The only real valuable thing is intuition. Imagination is the highest form of research. When the solution is simple, God is answering. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and all science. He to whom this emotion is a stranger, who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead. His eyes are closed." The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. Few people are capable of expressing with equanimity opinions which differ from the prejudices of their social environment. Most people are incapable of forming such opinions. I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem, and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. Wisdom is not a product of schooling but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth but delicious in the years of maturity. How despicable and ignoble war is! I would rather be torn to shreds than be part of so base an action. It is my conviction that killing under the cloak of war is nothing but an act of murder. We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. If at first the idea is not absurd, then there is no hope for it. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. To know what is impenetrable to us really exists, manifesting itself as the highest wisdom and the most radiant beauty, which our dull faculties can comprehend only in their most primitive forms. This knowledge, this feeling is at the center of true religiousness. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with joy are goodness, beauty, and truth. We know from daily life that we exist for other people first of all, for whose smiles and well-being our own happiness depends. One thing I have learned in a long life, that all our science, measured against reality, is primitive and childlike, and yet it is the most precious thing we have. Many times a day I realize how much my own outer and inner life is built upon the labors of my fellow men, both living and dead, and how earnestly I must exert myself in order to give in return as much as I have received. The only sure way to avoid making mistakes is to have no new ideas. The true value of a human being can be found in the degree to which he has attained liberation from the self. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear and greed. A foolish faith in authority is the worst enemy of truth. All religions, arts and sciences are branches of the same tree. All these aspirations are directed toward ennobling man's life, lifting it from the sphere of mere physical existence and leading the individual towards freedom. Past is dead, future is uncertain, present is all you have, so eat, drink and live merry. At least once a day, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. Force always attracts men of low morality. If most of us are ashamed of shabby clothes and shoddy furniture, let us be more ashamed of shabby ideas and shoddy philosophies. It would be a sad situation if the wrapper were better than the meat wrapped inside it. Possessions, outward success, publicity, luxury, to me these have always been contemptible. I believe that a simple and unassuming manner of life is best for everyone. Best for both the body and the mind. The human spirit must prevail over technology. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that It is stupid. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Although I am a typical loner in my daily life, my awareness of belonging to the invisible community of those who strive for truth, beauty, and justice has prevented me from feelings of isolation. Be a loner. That gives you time to wonder, to search for the truth, have holy curiosity, make your life worth living. The word God is for me nothing more than the expression and product of human weaknesses. The Bible a collection of honorable, but still primitive legends which are nevertheless pretty childish. No interpretation, no matter how subtle, can change this.